All right, I don't waited the little 3, 4 minutes they tell you to wait. What's good, everybody? Let me turn these ringers off these phones. I don't want to miss any notifications. There we go. All right, everybody. So I'm coming in here to tell you guys to kind of document my experience. I'm gonna document I'm telling you guys some real life shit. Documenting my experience with the goddess Hecate, and when I discovered, the atrocities that men had did to her, to your majesty, your highness, however you want to call it. Uh, and when I called, and this is just telling you guys about when I called upon her to start healing uh, my divine feminine energy. And when I say healing my divine feminine energy, I'm not talking about me trying to be feminine or anything. Healing it meaning, the persecution that I suffered under the hands of women, and I had that hateful energy or that disrespectful energy towards the opposite sex, you know, even down to the time when I was using women and just use them as little fun toys and shit. So, I went on for the past 2 years, I've been on a little healing journey to kind of heal that energy, making sure that I don't fall down that hole again, making sure, I can repent from all the nasty shit I did, because it was for one good reason. My daughter is becoming a woman and she's moving into the real world. And I don't want my daughter to suffer for my sins being a woman, So I just had this great concept and idea to start apologizing to the feminine energies out there that I might offended and everything. And it took me down to the road to contact or to get involved with Hecate. Now, prior to this, I've heard of Hecate. I didn't know how powerful she was. I didn't know who she was dealing with. None of that. I didn't know where she got her source power from. I just thought she was a Greek goddess. And, I seen a couple people online with her name, and the people that I saw online with her name, they didn't even represent her. They were, ooh, ooh. Y'all got to excuse me. This is a powerful energy. They didn't represent her. They were too busy shaking their pussy and shit online with the God secretary, and you shaking your ass. And or you're too busy cursing people out, talking about murdering them and killing them and putting them in cups and jars and underwater and stuff. So, I had to, I wanted to know what was it about once I started researching it. So then when I started really researching her, I found out how powerful she was and what was her position in the universe, in the cosmos, the hierarchy, right? And I found out she is the most powerful one, second to God, only second to God. That's rough. So then I did more research and I found out who she would be on different cultural planes, diasporas, etc., etc., etc. So she worked on me a good year and a half, 2 years, removed some people from my life, gave me the courage to not deal with certain people, because it would have led me down the path to being a user, a user of women again. So, I'm thankful for that. But although I went down that path and it made me a stronger man, it helped increase my masculine energy. And I know who I am as far as being a man on this planet. And nothing can shake that because I've stood in the presence of a real feminine source energy and I got her approval. So nothing can shake my manhood. No rumor, no insult, no shitty relationship, no bad nothing with a female cannot shake me. So I'm thankful for that. But I wouldn't be the Baron if I didn't tell you the true experience. And this is going to be for men, ladies. Uh, you can pat yourself on the back with this one. You can pat yourself on the back with this one because if you wanted a man to learn his motherfucking lesson for being a hoe, for being a stud, Kang Dingalang, baby, she put me in my place. She humbled me. This came from the goddess, Hecate herself. So, so again, I start researching her. Start researching everything, her traits, and believe it or not, the first time, and I didn't share this with anybody, the first time I started researching her, I was cooking some, I was roasting some potatoes because she wanted me not to eat meat for a while. Go figure that shit. And I'm a meat eater. So I was roasting some potatoes and I had bought a brand new copper pot, the brand new copper deep dish cooking pot. That's something you'll cook a turkey in to roast the potatoes in because I was gonna cook 2 3 days of meal prep. So I'm doing everything right. Got the mittens, got the potatoes, got everything. So nothing can go wrong. Got mittens now. I went to the store and purchased a fucking mitten, not just a little pot holder. And everything going good. And all of a sudden, some told me, reach in that stove and grab that pot, take it out. I reached in there and I grabbed the pot and took it out and I burnt the palms of my hand, each one of them. And I'm like, sha, sha, sha. And it wasn't a long burn and it blistered just a little bit on each one. Blistered just a little bit on each one. These are chakra points, by the way. These are purifying chakra points. So I understand that nature when it comes down to it. So I realized she burnt both of my hands. This is why she made me grab that pot without thinking, was because she carried two torches in her hand. And if I'm going to go down this path to heal the energy that I disrupted inside these divine feminine women, I needed to be in their place. So my hands was blistered and burnt. I couldn't even do my tarot cards. I had to, flip them like this. I couldn't even like really drink. I had to drink like this, or it was just a real hard time. But I know she had pierced these two. So that was the first time. And then I'm looking at the two torches and I say, oh, look at her. I say, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, next experience. 2 3 months past next experience. You know, I had relations And so now I'm not feeling well down there. So I go to the doctor expecting they're gonna tell me, hey man, the bitch gave you the cloud, something going on. Nothing, nothing. Blood test, stick that shit down the tip of my head. Nothing. It's clean as a whistle, man. Man, why the fuck is it feeling so funny? Then I come in the closet, I say, something wrong. I say, blood test say ain't shit wrong with me. I say, the little cultural test say ain't shit wrong with me. I'm peeing, it don't burn. I know the shit. I done bunged off in a motherfucker. I got 6 kids. I done fucked raw before, so I know if you get caught up in some shit. So there's nothing wrong, no diseases, no bacteria infection, none of that shit. It just didn't feel like mine. Didn't feel clean, wholesome, whole. So I go in the closet and I pray, and all of a sudden I hear the word hectic. I thought I heard the word hectic at the time, but now I'm more convinced that Hecate. So I think she said, okay, this is me doing this. So now it was so uncomfortable down there that I didn't want to touch nobody. I'm like, man, my friend would call me and say, hey man, you want a little bit? No, I'm just transparent, people. I am who the fuck I am, y'all. I told you, I'm a man. I'm a real one. I don't care. Friend called, no, 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 I ain't fucking nothing. Hecate say don't put dick in nothing. I ain't touching it. Oh, you believe that? That's crazy. No. So for 14 days, I ain't touched shit. Wasn't no discharge, wasn't nothing. She just took it out of commission. People pay attention to what I'm saying, fellas. She took it out of commission. I had to sit in my shit. If I wanted to start truly healing the divine feminine energy, the rift that I caused in my younger days, she burnt my hand where I couldn't grab, touch, or do anything. That's one. When that healed, she took my manhood out of commission. When that got away, so I'm like, okay, time to, bitch, I'm horny, fuck, time to get it. Then when I went to get it, I called my people, my friend. They said, I just got a bad feeling that I can't touch you. Bitch, what the fuck you mean? You called me. Get over here. It's time. Nope, sorry. So now I'm sitting my ass down for another 2 motherfucking weeks. I'm bitches a whole month. Niggas done grew gray hair by then. I understood. So I said, fuck it, I ain't gonna do nothing. So that time passed. That time passed. So now I'm back at it. I'm back being me. I'm back being man. I'm back talking, hanging, chilling. They sending tests at me, test after test at me. I'm flanking them, dodging them. No, I ain't trying to be here. I ain't. So I said, damn. So then I started researching her again. I pick up the books and the internet and I'm researching her again. Something just kept drawing me to her. I'm researching her again. Then she led me. She said, you need to pick up the phone. I'm dead, sleep to the damn world. She made me pick up the phone and start dialing people numbers in my phone that I haven't talked to in 2, probably 3, 4 years. And these are all women, that I've heard in the past or that I've ghosted in the past, that energy. And I literally had to call at least 30 women. It is what it is. I'm transparent. Told you. Your boy looked good. I was out there. I was a hoe. I had the shit skint back in my day. I called over 30 women. Some of them didn't even understand why I was contacting them after 4, 5, 6 years. But I had to say, please let me apologize to you because something ain't right inside of here. And I don't think I could get to the next level if I don't say I'm sorry. They like, all right, then go ahead, man. I listen. I appreciate this. So phone call after phone call, it took me a total of 4 days to get in contact with at least 30 women from my past to say, I'm sorry if I misled you. I'm sorry if you feel I took advantage of you. And I say, because I did. I knew I was going into that thing for fun. And if your feelings got involved, I'm sorry. 4 days to do this. I even cut ties with somebody I liked because let's face it, I enjoyed screwing the shit out of them. And I cut ties because it wasn't going to go nowhere. So I stopped it. That was hard. So I did that. Someone cursed me out. Some women who had it in their heart for 6 years to tell me about my ass. Oh, you know better. Yeah, you hurt me. You done me like this. I couldn't even find myself to hang up the phone because I'm a real nigga. I don't like talk. I can't take talk how we say in the Caribbean. I can't take talk. But I couldn't find myself to hang up that phone because I needed to hear them speak their truth. Brought me to tears, but I ain't sob on the phone to them. Just a little tears came down my eyes because I was so blind and jaded with my high energy masculinity, being toxic masculinity at the time. I didn't care. They'll get over and move on. Plenty of fish in the sea. Whoop whoop. But dealing with the goddess Hecate, she said, if you're going to walk with me and I'm going to bestow true divine power onto you, my man, I need for you to do this. A couple of them said what they said to me. I got off the phone with them, felt like shit, felt like shit. I slept for 3 days. I didn't want to get out the bed. I didn't want to eat because I never felt I'm feeling these women pain that I've caused personally. I never, I never want my daughter to feel that way. So I was really in a bad situation, but she healed me. I got over it. That's another step. Moving forward, fast forward. Now this is about a year and a half into it, and trust me, this gets a little bit deeper, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just confessing to the woman right now. It gets a little deeper than that. So fast forward a couple, 7, 8 months. So it's been a whole year, about a year since I've been working with her, a year and a half. I'm in therapy now, and I'm trying to learn how to not hate my mom and shit. And I'm trying to learn how to take the blame and responsibility and put them all in compartments and shit. And then she said, well, what you took the blame for, what you did, you actually took the blame for, and you actually confessed and you did the right thing. She said, but what I need for you to do now is recognize that not all of it was your fault. So now let me tell you something, men and women. When you get to the point of healing and you realize that you've healed to the point where it's not your fault, that you can purposely say, I take responsibility for this, but I'm not going to take responsibility for that. That's a whole nother fight you got to endure inside yourself internally, because we've been conditioned and trained to put everything on us because we control our world. We control who come into it. That's the biggest crock of shit I ever seen. I heard, I'm sorry. We don't control who come into our world. We control how we react. And by them training us to take responsibility and that telling us half the equation, we end up with regret, remorse, and sadness. So people learn to take accountability for the shit you're accountable for, and learn to put the motherfucking account on other people who they are account or what they done to you and what they should be accounted for in their archives and history. So back to this right here. So going through therapy, they said, you know what? They said, you know what? These people did hurt you. They say, sit down. She made me sit down. She said, since you're doing the right thing and you're being a faithful steward, and I imagine she was just laughing, saying, boy, we putting a boom on your ass. We working this nigga over like he a Hebrew slave, baby. Got his ass. He wanna heal. We gonna heal him in the words way. Bam. So she said, now you can put people in their place, the people who've hurt you. So, I, being that my mother and I, and this is transparent, so I want you guys to be a little sensitive to what I'm telling you right now. Please. And yeah, I ain't gonna say it because that'll make them come. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something. So being that my mother and I, didn't have the best relationship. My sister, who just recently passed, didn't have the best relationship. Uh, I never wanted to judge my mom in a way. Granted, she did some heinous things, but at the end of the day, that's mom. You love her regardless. That's what we were taught. You know, your family, they do off wall shit to you, but you love them, and you just let it go. You sweep it under the table, go on about your business, and there you have it. Well, she forced me to confront my mother in spirit form, and I'll tell you guys the vision. My mother really haven't spoken to me in the spirit world since she passed away 2012. So I haven't heard from my mom. I seen her in dreams. She come and she got some spell work off of me. I thought she would hurt me in the dream, but she came and she was cutting the cord that was tied to my nuts, and she would cut them. And I'm like, Mama, why are you hurting me? You always hurting me. This is what I was telling her in the dream, and she didn't speak to me. She just was in a daze with this saw just cutting whatever was down there to the point I felt the pain in real life. And when I finally freed myself off the table, my testicles were sore for about 3, 4 days in real life. And I was mad at my mom, but then I realized, because I had got an email from somebody saying, oh, I put a magical spell on you to break you and your ex-girlfriend up. I'm sorry. Uh, you know, because you're supposed to be my spiritual husband and shit. My mom came back and removed it. So she, although she was working for my better good in the afterlife, I still haven't had that sit down talk with her. So only the goddess Hecate was able to heal that rift between me and the feminine energy of my mom abusing me like she did. So this is how the meeting, and this is a lot. So I'm giving you guys a lot to unpack when you rewatch this, if you do. So the way it was, we was in this garden. My mother had on pink and white two-piece. She had her hair was kind of like a reddish hair color, autumn sunrise with the little black roots in it. You know, a fresh Jerry curl. My mom used to wear dentures, but her teeth was real and they were so pearly white and shiny, and she was happy. And we was in the middle of this forest. Uh, and we had an audience. So on this gray stone was this black snake. It was the prettiest black I ever seen of a snake, and it was shiny, like it was made out of glass, and it was polished marble glass. The black snake was shining, and it was sitting there, but it was able to move. The snake is going to play a big part in this later on too. And then it was a lion sitting on top of a cliff, watching over us as we talked. Then it was a wolf to his, facing him to his right, and the wolf was just standing up there, majestic, you know, with the paws crossed over each other, but you know, looking at us like looking up like this, like that energy from the wolf. Then there was an eagle perched on a tree branch, and so there's a snake, there's a lion, there's a wolf, and there's an eagle, and we're under their gaze, under their watch. And my mom is standing there, and I'm presented in front of her. The goddess Hecate is behind me to my left, and she's far enough distant, but I can feel her presence. So in that dream, I cursed my mother out from day one. I said, you done this, you done that. I gave it to my mom like it was nobody's business, people. Rah, 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 rah. I gave it to her like it was nobody's business. I couldn't stop myself. I'm feeling bad, tears coming down my face. I would never talk to my mom like this. I didn't call her bitches and hoes, but it was the words I put together could formulate a motherfucking sentence to sink a ship with it like a torpedo. And I was telling her how she done me, how she should have loved me, how she should have hugged me, and I'm cursing her ass out like, mm. And my mom is standing there with one hand behind her back, smiling, rocking like this, and she like, yeah, yeah, I know. She just agreeing. And this went on in the dream for about a good 40 minutes. And in the dream in front of my mom, in front of all the majestic roy animals, hesitate to my left and the back. I dropped to my knees, exhausted, and I started boohoo crying. After I started boohoo crying, my mom turned away. She turned and she said, "I love you, son," and she gave me a hug. She bent down, gave me a hug. She said she loved me. And she turned around and she walked away with the animals, like the animals was guiding her back to the afterlife, right? So I woke up and I was crying in real life for a while. I didn't let my daughter see me for like a day. I didn't let my boys see me for a day. And, so I went in my closet and I meditated. And she said, "You're one step closer to not throwing yourself on the sword." You know, she's saying sometimes feminine energy can be wrong too. Sometimes women can commit atrocities to men too. I think that was that lesson. And I needed to get an apology from the feminine energy who abused me the most. In turn made me strong. So now that energy was there. I passed that step. I'm mad. I'm so angry that I cursed my mom out for years. I mean, for months. I would never talk to my mom like that. "What you doing, man?" Now I'm sad. Uh, so after that, that was the most meaning part. Fast forward to this place. Now I'm really researching her. I even did a teaching on my Patreon on her, how strong she was, and how strong she is, and how she is the most forgotten female deity it is, and the strongest for the women. So I'm sitting up there, and she begins to work on me, and she say, "I'm finna let you have a little fun." She gave me what I call a reward. She said, "Here's a reward." Now, people, I'm a real one. I'm never gonna lie to you if I can help it. The goddess Hecate put a woman in front of me that was so bad. Everything I could have wanted. Tits, ass, hip, skin, smile, attitude, demeanor, brain. Made my eyeballs feel good and made my skin tingle when I looked at her. Everything. Like she pulled this woman directly from my subconscious mind. She said, "Here's a gift for you." That I heard her say, "I'm gonna give you a gift." She said, "But let you know that this is a temporary gift as a reward for what you're doing." Again, here go to another test. Am I gonna lock this girl down? Am I gonna play with this woman's heart? Am I gonna be petty and selfish and just indulge my appetite and sexualize this sister, hurt this sister feelings, ghost this sister? She did that. She did it. She did it. And we went on a couple of dates. It was fun. I mean, I'm like, wow, this is it. I can see myself with this sister right here. And when I started thinking like that, it's like a big crack, or like if your brain cracking your head. I don't. That's the only way I can describe it. It was a cracking sound, splitting, cracking. Like, watch it, nigga. So I said, "No, don't fall in love. Don't entertain this shit like this. This is fun." She told you this woman was a gift. So the sister was like, "You know what? It's been about a month, man. We've been kicking it, cooling. You ain't invite me to your crib. You ain't try to fuck on me or nothing like that. What you doing?" And I can only say, I just want to have fun. I say, I'm here for the experience, to be with one of the most beautiful women I ever seen in my life. I say, just allow me to have fun with you. Just allow me to take you around town. Just allow me to wine and dine you. I say, give me that experience. Can you do that for me? The sister thought I was the craziest Negro on the planet. So you just want to wine and dine on me and you ain't trying to fuck nothing? I say, I don't want to. I say, I don't want to ruin it by me fucking you. I'm being transparent, man. Ladies, I'm being very transparent here. I know somebody gonna find some kind of bullshit in this story or some kind of negativity. I don't think it is, but if you do, enjoy. So she was like, okay then, I can accept that. I can appreciate that. And you should have seen the smile on this sister's face. Smile on her face. She like, well, can we go do this? And I'm like, yeah. So total for the I document everything I spend in my receipt book and shit. I say total we spent about $3,000 in the total span of about 2 months. And that's just going out to little theme parks, uh, making little small little purchases here and there. You know, it was a nice time eating some fancy fucking food because she didn't understand wine and how to pair it with food, and I was telling her about it. And I bought her a nice little outfit, and I said, man, here, I said, buy two. I said, you got look good on you, buy two. She's happy now. As beautiful as his sister was, people, she did not understand. She did not know how to be treated like a woman. She didn't understand how to be treated in the capacity of her feminine energy, her totality, without somebody trying to fuck on her. And again, I passed Hecate's test because I realized this wasn't for me to fuck on this woman. This was for me to show her how to live in her feminine energy. If I tell you I've never seen that woman again, it's been over 8, 9 months. I have not seen this sister again. She don't call, she don't text, nothing. I sometimes I think I made it up in my head, but I got receipts on my credit card that I did these things, and it was a table for two. But I haven't heard from her since. And I said, okay, Hecate, I see what you're doing here. You wanted to test to see that I learned my lesson. So you put the object of my desire in front of me. You put my lust in front of me. You put my ego to the test, Hecate. And I beat it, didn't I? I'm gloating to myself in my mind. I say, I passed the test. Because the only thing I had to do, I had spent so much money on. I had enjoyed her. We danced, we talked, you know, did everything I wanted. Only thing I had to do is say, man, come back to the crib and bust that bitch open for me. She would have done it because she was in such her feminine energy from me whining and dining and spoiling. But I turned her down on the sexual activity and just enjoyed the moment, the memory. The flip side of that is it gave me a sense of what I can get when I truly put my attention to it. It gave me the sense that I can get that particular woman that I desire. I don't have to settle. Because if I could get somebody that's plucked directly from my motherfucking mind to be manifested in the 3D, I can pick either woman I want to choose to settle down with. She gave me the strength to hold my horses and hold back until my person come and that energy there. Pass the test, so no more using these women. I said, okay, I passed. So now I'm proud of myself. So then the goddess Hecate said, okay. She said, what can I do for you? Help me do something for you. She said, I like you, kid. She always called me kid for some odd reason. My mama friends and my daddy friends used to call me Tyke. And Tyke is another word in the South for kid or jitterbug or some shit like that. So basically she called me Tyke. She said, what can I do for you, kid? And I'm like, I said, well, I'm afraid of snakes. I say, I'm definitely afraid of snakes, man. I say, I really don't want to be afraid of snakes no more. She said, okay then, I'm gonna bring you somebody that's gonna help you get over your fear of snakes. Now this is where Hecate leads me in the care of Saint Martha. Pay attention. So I meet this Hispanic sister. She gives me the statue of Saint Martha. Why why is this lady holding a snake and the baby got a snake wrapped around it? Man, I don't fuck with snakes. I don't want to deal with no deities with snakes. So the sister gifted me this statue of Saint Martha holding the snakes and all that stuff there. So I say, well, you gave it to me as a gift. I say, okay, I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna build an altar to it, and I put her right here to what you guys are seeing. So now I'm looking at it, and as I'm doing my tarot reading, I glance up sometime, and the snake head will move, and it'll be looking at me, and I know it's an effigy, it's a deity, it's an illusion in my mindset for my psyche, so I know it ain't a real snake. But here's the thing: I had her for over a year, over 2 years, believe it or not. In the story, the times are off a little bit, but it's the story because I just realized. So I've been had her for about two, probably 3 years. No, yeah, no, yeah, about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. So I've been taking care of her for 2 years. I've been feeding her proper. I've been giving her the honors. I've been giving her eggplant, her purple candle, her coffee, her fruit. I've been taking care of her, never asked her for a favor. So you guys will be proud of me. And I'm just showing you the testament to Hecate here. So I go and I say, well, help me get over my fear of snakes because this is the last thing I want to do is not be able to enjoy someone because they may have a pet snake, not being able to get my family to safety or protect them and somebody see a goddamn snake on the ground and I'm so terrified for the snake that my family starve and die out and I can't support my daughter because there's a snake on the sidewalk and I'm too afraid to cross over the bitch to save her. I understand if I got a weakness, I'm gonna bust my ass to get it done, to get over it. So I hired a hypnotherapist. They helped me understand why I was afraid of the snake. That's when they had me go back and say that 6 years old, a snake dropped out the tree in Sanford, Florida, a big tree park. I don't know if it's still there or not. Snake dropped out the tree, wrapped around my neck and choked me. And an angel came down and got it off of me. Since then, I've always been afraid of snakes. So now that's over with. The hypnotherapist helped me remember, and the hypnotherapist put it in my mind that the snake is just, it's a worm, unless it's a 10-foot giant, 1,800 feet boa trying to get me. The snakes, you can avoid them. Don't play with them. Don't juggle them and shit. Don't run around your neck and shit. Just, it's still a note rope. But say that, yeah, don't let it be a threat. So that was one part, but the fear was still there. Then snakes was coming on my porch. I saw that snakes was chasing some people away. Some people would come to my porch and I would look on my ring camera and the snake would come, like just come up on the porch and the person would see the snake. Oh shit, a snake. And they'll stab her and run off and get in their car and go. Even had a talk with my ex-girlfriend at one time and we was having a real big argument and the snake came up there, stood next to her, was watching her like a motherfucker, looking at her like this. And I'm looking at the snake in the door and I say, hey, don't move. It's a snake there. I say, just ease back. She looked down, saw the snake and whoop, 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 hopped in her car and hauled dad. So I realized that, okay, they're showing me that the snake can be a companion in some capacity. The snake can purify my surrounding. I say, okay, got it. That's because I had St. Martha. So now, fast forward. Yesterday was St. Martha's Day. July 29th was her feast day. And as you can see, I did it all up for her. I gave her candle, her corn. I got a bunch of stuff back there for her, eggplants. I did it up for her. Yesterday she had a good old fashioned feast. I even went and purchased some meat. I purchased some meat and purchased some milk. And I poured the milk around where I know snakes at the park so the snakes can go bask in the milk. Snakes love milk for some odd fucking reason. And I just did that to give them an honor because of her. So people, now here is when I realized that the goddess Hecate put Saint Martha in my presence to help me with my fear of snakes. Last night, and again, I'm transparent. I'm transparent. It is what it is. I'm running for president one year. I'm telling you. So last night, man, I was extremely motherfucking horny. Good Jesus in heaven. Boy, listen, I wanted to pick up that phone and call somebody, but I didn't. I fucking didn't. I sat in that nut rage, y'all. I was horny. I got me a bag of grapes and some sugar-free soda, and I went my ass to sleep. I crawled in that motherfucking bed real quick, got under that cover, turned on that fan, and I covered my head up. It's darkness, sleep on me quick, because I don't want to call nobody to fuck. It's what it is. Man, now I'm going to bed horny as a motherfucker. I have a dream that I'm walking, and I walk in this big old ballroom, and in this big old ballroom, there's nobody there. So I walk through the ballroom and it's very empty. And as I'm walking through this empty ballroom, I can hear chatter and movement like a little bit up the hallway in another ballroom. But before I go through that ballroom, I got to go through a hallway. I got to open the doors and I got to go through another hallway. As I go into this ballroom, I look at myself and I realize I'm still in my pajamas. I'm underdressed. So I said, God damn, I gotta get to this ballroom. I said, I ain't got no clothes. So I'm like, man, what if I open this closet. Okay, I see a suit in there. Open that closet, I see a tie in there. I'm seeing shit that I could get dressed up, right, and fly, and get fly. I say, okay, go ahead. I throw my hand upon the tail. I put on the clothes. And out of nowhere, Saint Martha, her, her, she comes and she like a woman should when you dressing a man in a tuxedo. Men, if you got a woman, always let her put that coat on you. It's a spiritual reason behind it. Always let your wife put your coat on. Always let your woman put your coat on. Always your suit jacket, your blazer. If you got a woman, don't you put that shit on yourself. You tell her, get over here and put it on. You demand that shit, brothers, and I'll explain it to you by the end of this. Somebody remind me. So Saint Martha comes and she puts the coat blazer on me. I put my arms in. She puts the coat blazer on me and she get in front of me and she fixes the lapel. She, yeah, looking good. Adjust my tie for me. I'm like, yeah. So she said, okay, I need to put one more accessory on you. I said, okay. So she get behind me. I'm thinking she gonna put one of them Harlem Night scarves, you know, around my chest and let the bitch fall, cause I'm a fly motherfucker. I dress. When I dress, I dress. She take a snake, one of the biggest goddamn snakes I seen. That bitch had to be about 10 feet, 10, 12 feet long. And she puts it not around my neck, but she puts it like around my muscles here. I'm wearing all black so you can't see. She puts it around my muscle. So so my hand is down here, so when I feel something touch my muscles and drape across my muscles in the center of my back, my arms instantly, and I'm gonna stand up, my arms instantly do like this. So I do like this. So as I'm doing like this and I'm standing like this, I say, what the fuck? And I feel something about this fat and bulky on my back, and I'm holding it, but I'm still looking up, waiting on her to come in front of me so she could tell me what the fuck I'm looking at. So all of a sudden, I look down, and here it is. She has put the snake in my arms, and I'm holding the snake like this. Like the snake is on around my back, and the body is going under my arm, and the head is going this way, and the body is going this way. and I'm holding the snake. And I'm like, I can't walk in the room with a goddamn snake on me. People, I was afraid of snakes. Notice the key word, I was afraid of snakes. Just like she's holding this snake in her images and with her hands up like this, it was around her back. This is how she had put the snake on me. Only thing I had to do was just lift the snake and walk in the room. So I was like this, and I'm like, I can't walk in the room with the snake. It's gonna scare people. I said, I just got over my fear of snakes. She said, who cares if they're afraid of the snake? It's your reward. You walk in there and you show them you mastered yourself. You conquered your fear. You know yourself now. So I said, shit. Now all the while, I like, fuck it. I'm gonna go in. Now keep in mind, I don't think this is a dream. To me, this is bloodshot real. The snake is real. I could feel it moving. I could feel it on my back. And surprisingly, they're not cold. When you press them against fabric, you can feel the pressure and the warmth that they come off of them. I don't know why I'm the dreamer. So I'm holding the snake like she did, and I walk into the room, and the door opens by itself. So as I'm walking in there, it takes me a time to walk in there. So I'm making sure I don't close the door behind me and smash up the snake because it was about 10 foot long. When I get in there, I look at the snake. I grab the snake body close to the head, and I spread my arms out wide like this, holding the snake, holding the body of the snake here and the head of the snake here close to the head. And I lift it up. And when I look and make sure the snake was secured behind my back, I look in the room. People, I'm in a room full of boa constrictors and giant snakes. I walk through the fucking door of boa constrictors and giant snakes. And all of the snakes turn to me and they turn their head. And I mean, it has to be about 30 to 40 of them in this big ass fucking room, curled up, some stretched out long ways. They lapping each other. And that was my audience. That was who I was getting dressed to go see. So I walk in there and I hold up the snake she put around me. All of them, all eyes on me. And the snake smiled. The snake smiled. It's like if a snake could smile, those snakes were smiling. And they were like, yeah, yeah, you did it, nigga. You got it. You did it, bro. You did it. Saint Martha comes in behind me and she puts her left hand on my right shoulder as I'm holding up the snakes. And then they look at her and then they give her basically the thumbs up, say, oh, he's another one in our ranks, huh? Yeah, we can watch out for him. We can protect him. Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. It's like they were celebrating. And they said, he's another one of your children? They was asking her a question and she was all proud. And she had on a ball gown dress. She had on a green dress similar to the one she wearing, but it wasn't like the gypsy coat. She had on like you know how when the ladies have on the ball gown fitted dress and it shows the shoulder cut and the cleavage. And it was just a yellow patch here, V-cut cleavage and a yellow patch. And she was just so dainty. And she was like holding her hands together like, yeah, nothing but chocolate skin and shoulders doing this like, I created him. This my boy, y'all. Yeah, he with me. She had that energy going on. So I'm still holding the fucking snake because, nigga, I'm not afraid. I'm terrified of snakes, but I'm in a room full of 50, 60 snakes, all colors and sizes, and I'm not afraid. And I'm holding one. So I said, shit. So after I get the celebratory from all of the serpents and the reptiles in the room in this dream, and this is last night's dream, I said, damn, I'm feeling good about myself. So I wake up this morning and I go to the park and start exercising. I say, I gotta burn some of this horny ass energy off. Keep in mind, I'm still horny. Because you sleep on the shit, don't make it go away. So I'm out that bitch. I'm jogging. Boy, I hit that track. I hit around that lake at least 15 fucking times non-stop. I ain't know I had that much wind power in me. Baby, I didn't want to stop. penis sticking out and shit. The old lady's waving at me and shit. Lady never waved at me before. Old white woman said, "Hey, young man." I'm just trying to run. Meat just tucka, 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 tucka. I ain't care. I had to get that energy off me, right? So as I'm at the park, I see a snake puts his head up off the riverbank. He didn't bring his whole body out the water. He just puts his head up off the riverbank, and I swear he was looking at me because I wouldn't have noticed him unless he noticed me. I look down the little thing, and I see him just sitting up there, head out the water, watching me, doing just like this as I'm running around the bitch. And I said, "Good Lord in heaven." I say, "Nah, I got the snakes on my team. You know, fuck this." And now I'm in real life Baron. Bitch, I ain't finna be walking in no cage full of snakes in real life, bitch. No. We're keeping in the dream world. I'm not afraid as I was, but I'm pretty fucking cautious here. So I go back to the house, start cleaning up because there's something wrong with me when I'm upset, stressed spiritually, or anything horny. I got to clean up. I just gotta clean up some shit that's already been cleaned. It's just in my mind, I have to make it clean, make it better. So I said, damn. So I sit down, what's the significance of this damn dream? And I realized I had a dream about 4 months ago. And the dream was, if I can make it through this hallway of snakes, I could unlock my true power. They said you can unlock your true power. So again, similar to the dream I had with the goddess Martha here, Saint Martha, I walk down this hallway and I'm afraid to walk down this hallway. And there's snake carvings on the ground, there's snake boulders, snake statues, there's snakes on the wall. But I'm so afraid of snakes I can't walk down this hallway because I think they're gonna get me, choke me, bite me, strike me, whatever. But then I force myself to walk down the hallway in direct fear and terror people. And in order to turn the door to get into the next room, which is the universe, the ether, my imagination, whatever you want to call it, I had to put my hand in the mouth of the snake in order to turn the doorknob. Like one of them brick snakes, like the statue of the snakes, and then you gotta put your hand in. I would have had to put my hand all the way up to, here in the mouth of the snake to turn the doorknob. But it's dark. You can't see in that damn thing. It ain't like you can hold a flashlight and see the light. And the snake looked it real as fuck. So I can't do it. I can't do it. And like, ah. So I was woken up from that dream. And I always said, if I ever got the chance to go back there, regardless if I lose this fucking arm, I'm going to put my hand in that snake mouth. I have made up my decision to tap into my full potential, my full spiritual power, become the spiritual man that I know I can be in this world, the light to the right people. And she helped me through it because I didn't have to put my hand in the mouth of the snake, in the mouth of the serpent. Only thing I had to do was be draped in it. She gave me the key. Now, why is that important to healing the divine feminine energy? My journey to do that. Because without the assistance of a woman helping me control my kundalini, my sexual nature, my prowess, I wouldn't be able to see the universe for what it was. Such a beautiful, majestic place, such something that can be created from a woman that I could never create in a billion years or any concept of time. I had to see the universe in its true beauty by controlling that kundalini. And I couldn't do it without the help of a woman. So fellas, if you can hear me and hear me well, 90% of the suffering that we're going through is because we can't keep our sexual nature under control. We're allowing our kundalini to run so motherfucking wild. And it's a big kundalini, no pun intended. We're allowing it to run so wild that, we can't even see that it could be a potential threat let alone a potential help. And it's the reason we put these women off in their journey to heal their divine masculine, because they see us as a threat, and rightfully so. I'm not saying we're going to be threatening to hurt them physically or nothing, but emotionally we are threats to them because 90% of us ain't checked our energy. Now, for the brothers out there that'll sit up there and say, "Oh, this nigga simping," trust me. If you know me, you know me. I am no simp. You know how I feel about my woman and how I handle shit in that arena. So this ain't simping. This is my journey to heal the feminine energy. And I want a lot of brothers to take heed to this and understand what I went through. It's not going to be a short process. You pray to a goddess Oshun, or you pray to a Hecate, and next thing you know, 2 days later, 30-day no meat fast, you're healed, and now you can be one with the feminine energy. No, this shit takes time, and it's a process, and it's going to take you up and through there. You're going to get physically injured in the 3D, and you're going to get emotionally hurt, and you're going to have to get on your knees and eat concrete crow. You're going to have to sit up there and apologize to people who you don't want to apologize for. You're going to have to man up and curse bitches out. You're going to have to take the hit for a lot of shit that you did. Responsibility, responsibility. But the flip side of that shit is you get to choose. Be free and be clean. You get to choose who you want in your bed, brothers. You get to choose who you want in your life. You get to choose who you want to spend your time with without any hurt, harm, or reservation. Because once you become a child of Saint Martha, she is going to wrap you up in that snake, that divine protection. She's going to wrap you up in her source material, and nobody will be able to hurt you, because she's going to say, this guy is in servitude to me, and I know his purpose and plan. So all y'all women out there that want to dog him out, it's a no-go. She will remove them from you. She will remove the angry baby mamas, the bitter ex-wives, all of the problems that come with it, if you just heal your divine feminine energy. It took me over 4 years to get this shit together. The last two was crucial and hard and heartbreaking. Sad. I got to witness a lot, and I got to see myself for what I truly was, an unhealed man, an egotistical person. And it hurts, but it helps. But that's how this healing journey has been. Now, back to St. Martha. Yesterday was her feast day, and I fed her good. I shook my Morocco around. I danced right there in that spot right there in front of her. All that though. Then I go to sleep, and that night she give me that dream where she dressed me and take me to the ball. Help me unlock my full spiritual potential. She gave me such inspiration of how my new channel should be, how my old channel should be, but the way it should go. That's coming soon. She freed me from all the shackles and chains that was binding me as a man. It's true, the woman got the key. It's true. So I just wanted to share that with you all, to let you guys know that, men, if you guys really try to heal your divine feminine energy, the rift that was caused between it, whether you were taught it, whether you working on yourself, or whether you just think you God's gift to women, king dingling, all that shit, if you just try to heal it, start working on it. Give yourself some time. Move light now, because it will beat your ass. Move light, because it will fuck you up now. Take your time with it. Allow Goddess Hecate to come in and do what she need to do with you. You're going to be such a better person for it, and you're going to be such a man, and you're going to be operating in such a masculine energy and capacity, brother, that you can have the world to yourself. You can create something so miraculous, and you can heal these women who have been lost. They have been lost. They've been cast away through time and space. They have been degradized and hated on. you can heal them, and you could start letting them know that they still got a place in this world, and they don't gotta be so masculine, they ain't gotta be so niggerish, and they ain't gotta be so toxic in their energy, and we can help them relieve their pain. They need it just as bad as we do. And maybe that'll start them to heal their energy with the divine masculine. I don't know what deity they will have to talk to. I'm not that privy, and I'll meditate and ask about it. But I don't know what deity they need to work on to heal that. But I know for men, we need to try to get closer to the goddess Hecate and allow her to utilize her energy and allow us to take our tongue lashing for Prometheus stealing that torch from her and all that stuff there and giving magic to us when we weren't supposed to have it. It's a lot you're gonna learn, people, brothers, I should say. But yeah, that's my healing journey. I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. She did it for me. It took time. It took about 4 or 5 years, but she did it. She healed me, y'all. Or she's still working on me. I don't know, cause I ain't playing with her. I'm done. I just had to get that out. Sorry for the tears a little bit earlier too. It's talking about my mama is a real sensitive topic. So I'm gonna read some of you guys' comment. Damn, I ain't know if I thought that whole conversation took 30 minutes. I've been damn, it's been an hour. I'm sorry, I done been on your nerve for an hour here. I'm finna read some of these comments. Feel free to ask questions or say whatever you need to say. Good, bad, and indifference. Why should a woman put on the jacket of her husband or partner? Thank you, True Alchemist 88. You know that sister is now that is a divine sister, whether y'all know it or not. That is a divine sister. I never met her in person, but just watching her content and how she auto corrects herself and how she wants the best out of life and how she's searching, I consider her one of the divine sisters that I've had a chance to witness on social media. So good job, sister. But this is why, fellas, ladies, listen. This is why you should always let your woman put on your jacket when you going out on the town. When you putting on that blazer, she should always put it on because when a woman put that jacket on you and she brushes it down and she corrects the lapel and she makes sure you're suited and fitted, notice they always got to rub their energy and their essence around you. Whether you men know it or not, whether you ladies understand, you are giving divine protection to that man when he's walking in a room full of executive, when he's walking in a room full of snakes and demons, when he's walking in a room full of sharks and wolves. You are cloaking him with your divine protection because only a woman can protect a man. A man can't protect another man. And my grandma used to always say when I used to go to church with her and all that shit, she's like, boy, don't you put that jacket on. She would have all my brothers and uncles line up, funerals, whatever. And we would go to church. She would stand in front of that church, St. Luke Missionary Baptist, and she would say, "Come here, let me put on your." She said, "Come on, let me put on your jacket." And she would put that jacket on. She would rub our shoulders. She would rub the front. She adjust our tie. She had gone in there, and this is a ritual. She used to do it all the time, and she used to always make sure that she put that sports blazer or suit jacket on to us. She said she knew she was wiping her divine protection and she was covering us in her energy. So ladies, if you got a boo thing and y'all going out, put that coat on her. Rub all over that coat. Make sure your hand clean. Don't fuck up that man white jacket. Don't make sure your hands clean. Put on some gloves. But you rub all over that coat. You adjust it for him. You adjust you button it up. You do whatever thing. As long as you put it on him and it coming from your energy and you rub on it across his shoulders, his stomach, his back, the small of his back, you give your divine protection to him before he enter any situation, ballroom, meeting, anything. You do it. Men, allow your woman to do it. Don't be so mad in your feelings. Oh, I'm mad at her from last night. Let me put my shit on and go. You call her mean, mad ass from last night downstairs, from the back room, whatever. Baby, put this coat on me. Come on. You can put your own coat on. Come on, girl. Put the goddamn coat on me now. Don't you want me to live? Make a joke about it. But let her know that she has to do this. These are rules in relationships of men and women. Women don't ever send your man out there without dressing him, without putting his t-shirt on. It works the same way. Without laying out his clothes. This is why people, oh, she had my clothes laid out. This is why the old heads used to be so proud to hear that shit. Oh, my wife had my pajamas laid out when I get home. My wife had my clothes laid out before I go to work. My work boots by the door, sanitized, my work clothes laid out and washed and ironed. They're removing it. They're adding it and they're adding protection, they're remove people. It's not a all these people got it wrong. I supposed to wash his clothes, cook his food. No, no, no. That's not the thing to be a servant. The thing is to embody the person you love, women, the person that you care about, that you want to see come home and hold you at night with your divine protection. You dress your kids before they go to school, don't you? You make sure them kids' clothes ironed, laid out, pressed in. You do that shit out of labor of love because you want them to look good, feel good, be seen as reputable people. It's the same thing with your man in his blazer and his clothes. So women, get back in the habit of buying your man an outfit. Get back in the habit of laying out your man clothes if you're home and shit. Get back in the process of laying out your children clothes. You gonna wear that? That look good on you, girl. Get back into the habit of putting your divine protection around the people you love. This is you operating in your highest feminine energy. It's a give and take. It ain't servitude. These bad internet actors, these toxic people, they gonna put it in your system. That's something in servitude. So you gotta turn off your love so you can be super damn woman. That's backwards. I don't know who Harris is. Coltrane and Rain. I don't know who Harris is. You'll have to remind me about the Harris video. I don't understand. I'll look. Miss Vix, how you doing? Sunflower Mott, what it is? So what the equivalent of that for women would be maybe zipping up her dress. Exactly. There you go. Sunflower, you got it. You got it. Y'all always ask us to zip up your dress. Them bitches come with little strings that you can pull up like this on your own. That's the equivalent. When a man zips up a woman's dress to help her put on her bra or some shit, twist up, it's the same energy. Got it. For him to get dressed for another woman that comes and pick him up outside. I don't know about that mystic monument. That's their relationship. However that shit work with them, I don't get it. Oh, Kamala, yeah, I ain't rocking with him. I ain't rocking with him. I'm sorry, Coltrane, love you too, but no, 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 no. She's not right. She And again, anybody who brags about making policies to undermine the black race, to who she is sitting up here running as, these are my political views. So get mad if you want. Take away from the other story if you need to. No, no, no. When are black people gonna wake up and say, when are y'all gonna really do something for us? When are y'all gonna do something that benefits us? Everybody else got something that benefits them. No matter what culture. We the only one just accept the simple fact that welfare, food stamps, and shit. When are y'all gonna say, okay, let's give a stipend and let's give a stipend to sit up there and train some of these young men and women coming out of high school and college to be police officers in their own community, people that they knew and grew up with, that they could have a little bit more compassion and really see the crime for it happen, instead of flooding the neighborhood with white officers that's going to kill us and harass us and look at us as disdain and shit. She's not talking about that politics. When are we gonna come up with a African American hate bill? I mean, I can't vote for somebody who brag about hiding evidence. And this is not some shit I seen on TikTok. I want to be president of the United States, so I did my research. It's on these websites, real, legitimate, legal court documents stamped and sealed. You can't sit up there and vote for somebody just because they have a vagina, or vote for somebody just because they have our same skin tone, and say, "Yep, we're gonna get one in the White House, and she gonna be for us." When the lady clearly said, "I ain't doing shit for y'all." But I digress. It's the way I feel. No, I don't want Agent Orange up there. Trust me, I really don't, cause that's even worse. But I rather go with the devil I know gonna be a devil than the devil I think gonna fuck me over at every twist and turn. Cause I got boys, young men that I'm raising that's in this world, and I don't want more stronger policies to send them to jail, or to, if they did get falsely accused of something, to not allow them out. When you got the evidence, you hide the fucking evidence to keep them there. So no, I can't rock with Miss Harris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish her the best. And listen to what I say. She gonna select Michelle Obama to be her running mate. I said it first. Not the white man from, not the conservative fella. Michelle. Oh, Trump gonna destroy us. Trump is gonna turn this bitch into a king's castle. This is gonna be a imperial dictatorship. It's gonna be bad. But I'd rather be under a dictator than somebody who is gonna be cutting my fucking throat every time, undermining my presence every time. Cause no matter who get in that motherfucker out of those two, the black man and the black woman won't stand a fucking chance. The East Indians will be in control. The black man and the black woman will fall to the bottom of the barrel, and good luck getting your ass up from there. Good luck, black folks, coming up from the bottom. Yeah, color don't fucking move me. It's your policies. I study politics. I want to be I want to be president of the United States. I want to be in the Senate. I want to be in the Congress. So I do my research. I'm not just gonna go on the hype of what she said. No, India is becoming the next manufacturing superpower. India haven't taken the side yet. India won't endorse a war. They won't endorse anything. Indians still treat black people with disdain in their own fucking country. It's a whole system. So yeah, and and I know this, and I know this gonna piss a lot of people off for my Jamaican descended people. But even when you come over here from Jamaica, from the island, Jamaicans get over here and they look at American blacks as idiots, dumb, and they treat us like shit when we go into the restaurant and support them and order food. I don't see any white folks going in those goddamn restaurants, sitting down, eating. It's all about us. We supporting the people who can't stand the fuck out of us. See, that's a cultural thing. Why is every time you go into a Jamaican or Caribbean restaurant, when you gotta there is no, hey, how you doing? No jolly go bum, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. It's always what you want. You tell your order, they look at you for 5 seconds with this thing, then they come back up, then they bring your plate, open it up, close it, and give it to you in a bag and shit. Hell, even the Arabs do you a little decent than that. So you gotta understand my mental makeup and how I see things when you talk about East Indian and Jamaican, and that's what reared this woman. And she, no, sorry, smart. I'm smarter than that, but she's gonna get the presidency. It is what it is. It won't be with my vote. That's it. They are told in class while applying for citizenship. Yeah. And every time some, and then when the coaches assimilate to the black community, They love us. They start dressing like us. We treat them like they, we'll let a Palestinian, we'll let a Jew come into our neighborhood. We'll sit up there and let an Indian come in there and we'll rock with them the same. Enjoy them. They laugh. They eat the collard greens and macaroni, the barbecue. They have fun. They getting up fucking our men and women. It's a good fucking time. They celebrate. We party. But then that's all we good for is just the entertainment, the jesters and the clown shows. See, I don't want to turn this into a political channel, but I got real feelings. You don't get me to step and fetch and shuck and jive for your fucking ass and expect my vote when you ain't did shit for me. You ain't did nothing for me. I ain't gonna say no names. It's this doctor, uh, written doctor, not medical doctor. I don't know how to describe the difference, but he is a doctor in letters. He part of my fraternity, and he bragged how he was instrumental in writing policies to keep the writing policies for child support enforcement, writing policies for what goes on in the black community, and he's a black man. And I like this guy. I like his charisma. I like his character. I liked the way he dressed. I liked everything about him. He was fun. But when he stood up and bragged in a national meeting about that shit, I lost because I experienced nastiness via child support. You telling me when they met to talk about this, you had the chance to alleviate some very nasty things that's going on. He was against paternity tests at birth. He bragged about it. If you gonna deal with that woman, you need to take care of the baby. If she get pregnant, why you need to question it? You was sexing her, so all y'all need. He was just like that and I'm like, what? And he like, yeah. So I shot that bill down about getting paternity tests at birth. Man, you killing your own people. You doing these kids a disservice. What do them kids need? Blood transfusion, organ donors and shit. That's their daddy and they don't match up. You know the trauma. I couldn't rock with it. So after the conference, he like, man, you want to go get a drink with the boys? I say, not with you, homeboy. I was very adamant. You kick the fuck rocks, homeboy. Why you being like that? Man, you didn't hear what this man just said? I say, I don't know why y'all fucking with him. This man clearly don't like you and it's a political game. They like, oh, you too sensitive. I'll be sensitive over here by myself, eat my hot wings and bill at this table way over here. See, I ain't gotta take that type of shit. Y'all people better wake up. If a motherfucker ain't got your best interest, why fuck with him? Coltrane, you talking about individuals. I want you guys to understand. I'm just addressing this because I'm done with the dream. Uh, you're talking about individuals. Look at all of those people as a culture. Look at your Jamaican friend as a culture. Look at your East Indian friend as a culture. Look at your, well, Filipinos, they like us. Filipinos love us and I love them. Now, your Filipino friend, A1. The culture, A1, stay one. Down by blood and law. Them Filipinos, boy, they will rock with you. They at the mall eating. I say, man, that smell good. They gave me a plate of rice with some black sauce and some kind of meat. I ate the bit. I sat down. I ain't know these people. I said, I'm eating down at the motherfucking Millennium Mall with them. They got part of. They brought their own food. Filipinos rock, baby. Listen, I love Filipino people. They are good people. The culture, they don't treat you bad. They don't judge you. But them other two, East Indians and Jamaicans, and they will treat you if you're an American black like you ain't shit. It is what it is. Hate me. KJ, KJ, Matt, magic tricks. That one love, hey. But everybody, that's just me. So yeah, y'all could be mad at the Harris video, but trust me, I said it in love, and I'm trying to educate our people. But do what you want to do, man. It's a free country for now. When Agent Orange get that bitch, it ain't gonna be so free. Y'all gonna be wanting to come down here to the South, cause we got them guns, and we gonna protect our land. We ain't gonna let nobody come in this bitch and fuck it over. That's how I see it. Come on down. I can protect your ass. Come on down here. Come on down. Everybody, how y'all? But back to the healing journey. Thank y'all for letting me view my political opinion, which I'm so unpopular with my people right now. I don't fucking care. Hey, but how y'all like that healing journey? Ladies, did you learn something? Do y'all feel the sincerity in my heart? Brothers, did you find out what you need to do in order to become a better man, a better provider, protector, and prophet to your family and friends? Healing the female energy. That's my healing journey. I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real good, man. Feeling real good. Y'all should share this video. Y'all should share this because I think a lot of people need to hear this. And if you're gonna be dealing with the goddess Hecate and y'all gonna step into the realm of that powerful sister there, whatever version, the most I could research on the version of her for the African diaspora would be Pumbagiri. They have the same. They have the same traits and energy. They don't play. They don't play about protecting women, and they don't play about, they will punish men or put men in their place pretty good. So I think they have the same energy. That would be the closest to it on the African diaspora. But we just give them names from different cultures because that's who won in history and wrote the book. So I mean, Hecate would be where you go with it, and just every variation of it if you're gonna pray to her. But yeah, and yesterday was Saint Martha's feast day. If you get a chance, go eat a sandwich, give an offering to Saint Martha, do something. Don't let her go, because she's the reason 99% of you guys are working and making money right now in the fields that you're working in. She puts you to work, and she protects your jobs. Yata! I love saying that. Yata! I know it ain't yata, but it's yada. Yata! I just want to scream it every time I see it. Shit, Baron, you got my vote. You know it, goddammit, Nina. Baron for president. Baby, Baron for president. Listen, I will correct all this shit in 30. No, give me 90 days, not 30. 90 days with the policies I put in place. Man, shit. Gun laws will be in order. Boy, it'll take you a year to get a motherfucking gun fucking with me. But once you get it, I guarantee you ain't gonna want to pull that bitch hastily. You're gonna be like, man, I lose this bitch. I gotta protect my family. I got laws set up creating jobs with gun laws. Cars, drive whatever fucking car you want, but pay the road service. If your car fuck up a curb in a road or rim or some shit like that, you don't maintain your car, I ain't gonna charge you to register your car. I'm charging you for not maintaining your car and tearing up the street property, because that belongs to the citizens and the people in the town. Not the car. The car, your situation. You can fuck it up. Just know if you tear up the road with keeping your chains on your tires after snow days and shit like that, you getting charged for that, fucking up the property. Not for your car having rust at the bottom and not having a catalytic converter. It's so much can be done if I was your president. Go and put your name on the ballot so we can vote. Listen. I'm gonna do it. I'm finna look into that shit. Y'all think I'm playing? Who this nigga from Florida sitting up there? He ain't got no political experience. This nigga tarot man. I ain't voting for him. Shit. President Zelensky over there in Ukraine. He was a damn actor, a comedian, and he got the bitch. So I think I can get it. I think I can get it, y'all. I really do in my heart. I see myself being president of the United States of America. I still think United States is the greatest country on the planet, baby. It could just been in it's in the hands of some crazy people at the time, baby. Oh my God. Oh yeah. You adopted me. Oh, you don't. I don't know it yet. Okay, mommy. Hey, but yeah, people, I'm just having fun and I'm loving this energy that the goddess, that the divine feminine have put on me. I'm loving myself. I'm loving the energy. It is a great feeling to be sitting in the presence of a divine feminine energy, even when you're alone in this house with nobody here, 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 here. That's what it feels like. My kids. They gone for the summer. I'm so fucking lonely in this bitch, man. It's horrible. I be praying a bitch knock on the door, man. I like, man, that knock on the motherfucking door, pizza man or UPS man, so I can have a conversation. I'm bored in this bitch. I'm doing all the internet shit. I'm posting videos like my shorts and shit. It's boring. And I ain't finna go out and spend no money because that bank account ain't looking too good with these high prices and shit. I'll just be in G. Everybody, I love it. But I'm gonna look up what I need to do. But then I gotta raise money. Ain't nobody gonna give me no $2.5 million. They don't know me. You know, I have to totally rewrite my whole divine feminine growth. Cause I couldn't pitch that much dick in the world to get that money. I'm still I'm still funny. I'm still a jackwagon. So no, I don't know, man. I gotta hit the lotto, then I run. You know, I ain't nobody just gonna give me that money to get on the ballot. I couldn't sell that much cock to make it. I'm sorry. That shit'll be like a belt when I get that. That shit'll be like this motherfucking belt when I get done with that bitch. Hey, boy, what you got going on, nigga? Listen, I ain't got shit, ladies. This bitch, I just secured the vote for the whole Eastern Coast in 6 months, bitch. This is what you're working with. Lily Rose, what's up, darling? You know I like to end these lives with a little joke. I told y'all I wanted to be a comedian too. I should have been a comedian, but Spirit had me be old spiritualist. Listen, everybody, if I could get me that money to run and I could be put on the ballot, I'd do it for real. I'd do it for real. It wouldn't be a country ready to fuck with me. You got this man in the White House. This man finna put something on your ass. Show the fuck you. This nigga don't play. Oh, my phone died, y'all. It's at 4%. Damn, that bitch died quick. Where my other charger? Oh, it's in the room. Oh, that's the charger that's hooked to the computer, so it ain't gonna give it a steady charge. Sonya Stewart, yeah, long time. I am unique. I like when y'all be putting these names together. Zulkiakus, what's going on? What about education? I don't want to give y'all all my policies, right? But here go education. Now, y'all, this is the one that y'all gonna be unpopular with, okay? But I get presidency when we come to education. I don't mind anybody being taught whatever they want to learn. Whatever you want to learn, you get taught. And this is only in history. Your ass will learn the standard math. You will learn the standard reading and writing. I guess the Queen English, because that's what I speak. I don't speak no other fucking language. You will in America learn English. This will be a real live topic and not English as far as grammar. English as the language, the American version. Now, this is the unpopular thing. In history, your ass will be taught all history, good, bad, and ugly. You will be taught the white history, the black history, the Chinese history. You will be taught all about the atrocities and all about the goodness. That will be a 3 point class. You will have to take history every year of your schooling here in the States. because you got to learn